different kind of locations have different kind of ships. None of your ships from one location will go to the next one, so keep that in mind. You will have different ships on different locations, so you need those parts quite a lot in order for you to do upgrades on the first location and in order for you to do upgrades on the second location. One more thing to keep in mind: over here you're going to need dispatchers. You can watch an ad to get an extra dispatcher for 1 hour, and you will have a delay cooldown of 5 hours or so, and you will be able to buy a permanent dispatcher. Now the permanent dispatcher is not that expensive, at least the first one. At level 16 or so you will be able to unlock that offer. Try to get the 4th dispatcher. When you're going to start this game, you're only going to have 3 dispatchers on, and they will not be enough. Try to get the 4th one. Welcome guys to Port City Ship Tycoon. Now this is similar to Train Station Tycoon, Train Station 2, a game that I've played and it's already on the channel. So let's go with it. So over here you're going to have ships besides train. So if you're going to be a fan of this thing, definitely give this game a try. If you're a fan of ships, I mean. So you're going to have your main city. You need population, quite a lot of population, in order for you to increase over here the warehouse. In order for you to upgrade the warehouse, it requires you a specific number of population. So you need to upgrade the population first in order for you to upgrade the warehouse. In the warehouse, you're going to keep your materials, and you're going to need a lot of them in order for you to fulfill different kind of tasks. When you're going to fulfill different kind of tasks, you're going to be able to see that the cities are getting built, and you're going to get a nice feeling. You're going to get enough keys in order for you to unlock new containers from where you're going to get new ships. Now over here you're going to have different kind of rarities for the ships. Now the yellow ones are the best ones that you can get your hands on, so try to get them as fast as you can. But the idea would be that you need a lot of parts, and those parts are quite hard to get. Now where exactly are you going to get those parts is over here in the daily and the ship. You're going to have a free box offer every 4 hours. Watch it, collect it, my bad, and afterwards you're going to have an ad that basically will let you to get another free box. Now over here you're going to have the daily offers, the one that I just mentioned earlier, and from here you do want to get the ad, but also the one with the gold coins, if you do have enough gold coins, I mean, because from those you're going to see that you're going to need them in order for you to upgrade your ships. Keep in mind, you need a lot of parts over here, and if you do not have enough parts, you cannot upgrade the ship. If you cannot upgrade the ship, you will have a problem in completing different kind of deliveries. And this game goes pretty similar with Train Station 2. So you're going to have different kind of islands, and you're going to have different kind of NPCs that are requiring you specific materials. Iron, copper, even some saws over here, as you can see. Now if you did play a lot over here, eventually you're going to have tasks that are required for you 1 hour to deliver those specific items. Try to focus on the tasks that are required only 1 minute, 10 minutes, afterwards 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and afterwards go for the ones with 1 hour. Because if you're going to send all of the dispatchers over here, you will not be able to do anything in the game, and you will need to exit it. So try to complete the tasks that are required from you with a low amount of time. Now, as I mentioned, you're going to need specific materials. Now, if you do not have those materials, you're going to go into the station, and in your station you're going to have different kind of factories over here. Now those factories are going to be able to prepare for you different kind of materials. Now right now, in order for me to build a new one, I do not have copper, so I need to go on a different location in order for me to actually craft those specific materials. But first things first, try to go wherever you can for the gold. Now over here didn't unlock the gold part, but try to go for the gold. First things first, gold. Always you're going to need those coins, okay? Now right now I need copper over here in order for me to craft that, so that's going to be enough. Okay, here it is, steel factory, coal mine, and enough tasks for me to send my troops. Now one more thing to keep in mind, over here you're going to need dispatchers. You can watch an ad to get an extra dispatcher for 1 hour, and you will have a delay cooldown of 5 hours or so, and you will be able to buy a permanent dispatcher. Now the permanent dispatcher is not that expensive, at least the first one at level 16 or so. You'll be able to unlock that offer. Try to get the 4th dispatcher. When you're going to start this game, you're only going to have 3 dispatchers on, and they will not be enough. Try to get the 4th one and try to watch the ad in order for you to actually use that borrowed dispatcher that you have. Okay, now don't go and use gems on the ones that are only for 7 days or 1 day or so, because you're going to eventually lose them. Okay, so try to buy the ones that are permanent, at least at first. Okay, now when you're going to complete different kinds of tasks, you're going to be able to collect your rewards from here. Now I'm going to go into the station and I'm going to craft one more of these things, and I'm going to need this as well because I know that I need it. And you can see that it is written under it, you own how many of those specific items. Okay, now if I'm going to go over here, I do not need to craft this one because this one I already have a factory for. Okay, so don't bother. I will need this. I will need this copper ore. So in order for me to get the copper ore, I will go on the second map over here and I will send my guys over here. Okay, now different kind of locations have different kind of ships. None of your ships from one location will go to the next one, so keep that in mind. You will have different ships on different locations, so you need those parts quite a lot in order for you to do upgrades on the first location and in order for you to do upgrades on the second location. Now over here, if you're going to go and advance containers, you're going to be able to get different kind of ships depending on the luck. Here it is. I got an epic one. Okay, 12. Let's see if I'm going to get something better. A blue one, decent enough. Okay, that's going to be enough for me. And if you have a double, so basically if you're going to get the same ship, you're going to be able to sell it for parts. Here it is. This is a new one. Okay, now you cannot sell ships that you own but you do not have copy of. Okay, so basically you will need to collect all the ships that are in the game, and only afterwards you're going to be able to sell them for parts. Now you're going to have an event. I'm going to show you the event afterwards, but over here it is, you're going to have the steel factory, so don't bother for the steel factory. Now if you're going to go over here in the port, and I'm going to want to craft this, I need to go like that. Okay, now you're going to have different kind of achievements. Obviously if you're going to watch the ad, you're going to get the double gems over there. You're going to have the possibility every 16 hours to have the train trade. Now in the train station 2 you have ship trade. Over here you have train trade. Quite nice. Okay, so every 16 hours this train will come. You will be able to complete some let's say requests. You will need to complete 3 tasks. You will need to offer the train master over here 3 specific materials, most probably minerals, but also something that you need to craft. So you need to move really fast because you have a portal of 4 hours or so in order for you to complete those tasks. If you're going to complete those tasks, you're going to get city plans that you're going to need. You're going to need city plans in order for you to do more and more upgrades. Like for example over here, I can upgrade this city if I have here it is, that iron. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you, so bear with me. I'm going to send my workers over here. Here it is. This factory only works with those specific ships. I cannot send a common ship over here, so you need to look out for that as well. They only work with epic ships or with legendary ships, so you need to upgrade specific ships and try to have at least one from each specific rarity, because you're going to need to send them quite a lot. Now although I cannot use that, I will need some ore over here because I know that I need, and eventually I will need to go over here because I will need some copper mine as well. But until then I need to wait up to 20 seconds. Now what you're going to want to do over here, you're going to want to complete, as I mentioned earlier, the lowest tasks. So for example 5 minutes, 10 minutes, only afterwards go for the biggest ones. Now keep in mind, try to get the permanent dispatchers over there. They will help you quite a lot. Try to get every 4 hours the free containers and also watch the ad. Those are going to be quite useful as well. Now over here in the copper, 1 minute, definitely it will be enough for me to complete those tasks. Now guys, keep in mind you will have some events. So if you're going to go into the unlock event over here, and if you're going to jump into it, you will be able to see the similar idea like in the train station 2. So you will be able to get simple materials, but also you will need to go on your station, craft them, and afterwards come and deliver them to this specific NPCs over here, okay, in order for you to upgrade them quite a lot. Now different kind of materials that you're going to get if you're going to click on some things that are flying around, but then I'm going to keep you over here because the event is simple and you will need to play it eventually because it will be really hard for you to unlock the third part. So after you're going to have 100% for San Francisco, until you're going to be able to have 100% for Rotterdam, it will be hard. So try to go and play a little bit in the event as well. Now if you're going to go back, let's see how our ships are. Okay, 40 seconds over there. Okay, I'm going to go over here and take a look for the second building that I can. Okay, wood and iron, so I need wood. Now I'm going to go over here, and this is what you're going to need to do. Try to focus your ships on bringing you the things that you need, okay, because you're going to need wood to build planks, you're going to need planks to build buildings, you're going to need buildings to have more and more population, because you're going to need population for you to upgrade the warehouse. Now in the warehouse is where you will be able to let's say stash your materials. You're going to need a lot of materials, believe me. Now if you have played it and reached further, drop a comment, let us know in the comments below how much did you play. Honestly, a really nice game. Definitely you should give this game a try if you hadn't had the possibility until now. You would be amazed on how much fun will you have over here. Now I need to import more steel, so I need to go back to the factory. I'm not going to keep you that long, but let's hope that you get the idea. This is how the game needs to be played. Let's hope that this was useful, and until next time, be safe, drop some comments with other similar games. Definitely more idle games to come over here. Although these are not idle games, definitely you should give these games some try if you're a fan of ships or some train. It depends on you. Until next time, be safe out there. Bye.